Hey, what's up? Kyle here again. Welcome to another DVD and Blu-ray update video where I show all the DVDs and Blu-rays I got the past couple weeks and months and months and months and months and months and months and months. Months and 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 months. Oh my god, I can go on forever. This has been even a year ago. Even I got stuff from last year that I still haven't got to review. There's a lot of things I'm so sorry I haven't done a DVD update video in a long time, a Blu-ray and DVD update video in a long time. I got a lot of things to show in this one, and I'm gonna be trying to do more videos soon. And sorry I haven't got around to doing. There's just so much to watch. This is not gonna. There's gonna be another DVD update video. This is only part 1. I'm gonna be doing part 2 next week. Because there's so much stuff that I still haven't got. There's so many things I got to review, and there's stuff that people sent me that I need to review still too that I haven't gotten around to watch yet. And there's just so many things I have. I have loads of movies, loads of DVDs and Blu-rays I need to review. It's crazy. But without further ado, let's get it. I got some cool new titles to review. Let's get it started. First one I want to show is a movie that I'm in along with my friends Doug, Mark, and Carolyn, and that is Cult of the Shadow People, directed by my good buddy James Bach. If you haven't seen his movies yet, definitely check him out. He's a really cool dude, makes awesome, great movies. His name is James Bach. I'll put a link underneath this video for his Facebook page, and his company is Great Lake Arts Group. And I think this is put up by Cheesy Flicks. It's called Cult of the Shadow People, and I have an appearance. Me and my friends have a couple appearances in this movie. We shot some some scenes for this movie. Really cool scenes for this movie. It's a really cool, fun horror flick. It's a really fun movie. It's hard to really get. It's weird to talk about movies that you're involved in, but I really like this movie. I definitely would check it out. It's about this town called the Weeping Willow, and there's people are doing satanic rituals, and there's this cult. They're bringing this fish god, this fish god Gout into the town, and people are getting killed and tortured. It doesn't show much torture or killing, but there's stuff that goes on. It's a really fun movie. There's some cool masks in it, some cool effects, and it's creepy, it's fun, it's cheesy. I really enjoyed it. If you love cheesy 80s B movies, definitely check this out and support me and my friends. And you can see us, like I said, you can see us in this movie. And my good buddy James Bach is in this movie, and also he did other movies too that you should check out. Dracula's Orgy of the Damned, The Bloody Rage of Bigfoot, Werewolf Massacre at Hell's Gate, and some other cool stuff he's done. Definitely check his stuff out. Really cool, nice, great friend of mine. He actually signed it too. In the inside it says, "Kyle, thanks for the support, James Bach." He's a really nice guy. Definitely check him out, and definitely check out this movie. Really cool movie. It's on Amazon for $8. So if you guys want to pick up your copy, definitely check that out. Let me know what you guys think of it when you do reviews and stuff. And definitely give them all your support. Next one I got is the original Wes Craven's Hills Have Eyes on DVD from Anchor Bay, and this is a really good one. I really enjoyed this one. I just saw this up until now, and I really enjoyed this one. I like the remake a little more, but I do love Wes Craven. Rest in peace, Wes Craven. You were one of the greatest directors. This is a really good cult classic horror film. It's really good. The remake is very different from this one, and but I like this one. It's okay. I still like the remake better, but this one's really good. You got the guy from Devil's what's his name? I forget his name. He's in a lot of horror films. He was in I think he was in Hatchet, one of the Hatchet movies, I think. This is a really fun movie. If you know, great 70s movie. I love this movie. And if definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Wes Craven did great movies, and I actually have an autograph by Wes Craven from my good friend Mark Chindeme, movie guy 1978. Thank you so much, Mark, for getting me that autograph before he died. That is like one of the things I cherish the most, and it's hanging in my wall. I won't. It's really cool. But Hills Have Eyes, and the sequel too of this is actually pretty. I never saw it yet, but I want to see it. The sequel to Hills Have Eyes too, which I'll mention. I have the remake and the sequel. I'll mention those two. The sequel to the remake, the new sequel, I did not care for too much, but I'll talk more about that. But definitely check this one out if you haven't seen it yet. Next one I got is a shot video 90s horror film with two great directors, John McBride and Mark Polonio, and that is Terror House. And this is a really fun 90s cheesy shot video horror film. I highly recommend you check this one out. And it has a great monster and great cheesy effects in it. Really fun movie. It's a great B movie. I really highly recommend you check this out. If you love shot video horror films, definitely check this out. And definitely give John McBride and Mark Polonio all your support. And I'm actually friends with Mark Polonio on Facebook. He's a really nice guy. And believe it or not, I got this movie for $1 on Amazon. And it's very rare that you find this movie for $1 on Amazon. It's a really great movie. Definitely check this out. And John McBride, he directed Cannibal Campout and a lot of other things, and Mark Polonio, he directed Splatter Farm and Land Shark, which is his new movie I want to see. That I heard was really good. I gotta check that out. So if I'm gonna pick that one up, and he directed a lot of things. And I talked to Mark Polonio. He's a really nice guy. I'll put a link for his Facebook page, and I'm hopefully gonna be working with him soon. And that'd be great. I'll be working with him. Hopefully I'll be working with him too. And definitely check this movie out if you haven't seen it. I can't really remember what it's about, but it's really fun. Definitely check this movie out. Next one I got is I got signed by the director himself. Is an anthology horror film directed by Brad Twigg, and that is Frames of Fear 2. This is the second one. I don't have the first one. I never saw the first one, but I have the second one, and he signed it right there, Brad Twigg. And he's a really nice director. And my friend Jim Roberts has a short in this called What's Wrong with Mom, and it's a really fun horror short about Jim Roberts and his brother. They get a call from a doctor. It's saying that their mom is sick and they need to take care of her, and it's as they're taking care of her, she slowly is turning into the zombie, into this dying slowly, and the mother is played by Karen Roberts, Jim's mother, which everyone in Jim Roberts and everyone in Karen Roberts, everyone did a great job in this. I actually worked with Jim Roberts and Karen Roberts in their movie Closing Time, which is I'm really looking forward to seeing that soon. Those are my friend Jim Roberts and Karen Roberts. Definitely give them all your support and check this movie out, and definitely give my friend Brad Twigg definitely check him out. Definitely check out his movies and Jim Roberts' movies from Blindside Productions, and definitely check out What's Wrong with Mom. It's a really fun short, and there's lots of gore in this movie, lots of cool shorts in this movie. Definitely check this one out if you haven't seen it. Next one I got is from SRS Cinema, and that is Gorotica. And the cover looked cool, but the movie I didn't care for too much. It was alright. It's from the 1995, I would like to say. It's just like, I thought it would be cooler than it was. I watched some of it, but I scanned through it. I don't really scan through movies, I was just fast forwarding through the movie, and it didn't really appeal to me. The gore was cool, but it's very indie and I like indie films. You know, I'm a big indie person, but this movie was just not really appealing to me. I don't know. The cover tricked me. Next one I got is now onto a comedy. I got this for $3.99. I'm not gonna get into too much detail into this. Is Liar Liar with Jim Carrey, one of my favorite Jim Carrey comedies of all time. It's just a great movie. Check this out. Got that for $3.99 and Couch Potato when it was closing down. The next one I got this from my friend Mark for Christmas from last year, and that is Clerks. The animated series UNCENSORED. You know, the animated series from Jane Silent Bob, Jason Mewes, and Kevin Smith. And this is a great series. You know, great. I love the Clerks movies better, but the series is good. The animated series. I hope they do more stuff with this. And I heard they're making a Clerks 3 and Mallrats 2 and a Jane Silent Bob reboot, which I want to try to get on one of those projects. That would be really cool. And I also got stuff signed by him, which I'm going to show. I got stuff signed by them, and I'm going to show one of the things I got signed by them. But definitely check this out if you're a Clerks fan. And the next one I want to show is the movie I got signed by them, and it's Jane Silent Bob's super groovy cartoon movie, signed by Jason Mewes, Snooch. I actually did a video of unboxing the package from their store, from their secret stash store. I'll put a link underneath this video if you haven't seen that yet. And then Kevin Smith signed the back of it. This is a really funny Jane Silent Bob movie. Not a very well known movie. It's a cartoon. It's when they become. It's just real. I can't get into too much detail without ruining anything. Just check it out. Really funny, really silly, over the top. You know, they're really silly, over the top humor. It's just great, really funny. Check this out. Next one I got is Badder Santa, unrated on DVD. And this was a really funny movie with Billy Bob Thornton and Lori Graham smoking hot. Yeah. Lori Graham, she's in this. John Ritter, rest in peace, John Ritter. This was his last movie. He was a great actor. And Bernie Mac, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. He was in this too. And Tony Cox is in this. He's really funny. The midget guy. He's really the midget guy. He's really funny. You know, he's really funny in this movie. The elf. He's really funny. Definitely check this movie out if you haven't seen it. Next one I got is a box set I got I got this for Christmas from last year from Doug, actually, from my friend Doug, and that is the Tales from the Darkside box set. You get all the complete series, all the episodes, every season, and this is one of my favorite TV shows now. I didn't know anything. I didn't really care for the show at first. I always watched Tales from the Crypt. I love that show too. Tales from the Crypt is a really good show. I have all the seasons of that, and this is now he got me into this too. This is just as good as Tales from the Crypt. It's a little different, you know. Tales from the Crypt is more adult, you know, and more gory, more like horrorish. This is horrorish too, but this is more tamed and not as, like, you know, graphic, and it's more like, you know, tamed down. It's more like the Twilight Zone kind of thing. There's some really cool monsters in here, really cool effects and stuff in here, really cool episodes. A lot of celebrities are in this. Tales from the Crypt is good too, but this is good. This is just as good if you like Tales from the Crypt. Definitely check this out. Really cool one. Next one I got is a bootleg from I didn't get this at the convention, but you can get these at the conventions. But I got this one, and I had this for a while. I had never got a chance to review, and this is a movie I've been waiting to see for a long time, and that is Spookies. This is a really cool monster movie. Yeah, I can't really remember what too too much about this movie, but it's just the monsters in this were amazing. The gore effects are great, and it's just a cool, hip movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Creepy, and the quality is actually pretty good on this for a bootleg actually like this. I don't know if it's a bootleg or just a regular copy, but it's really good movie if you haven't seen this movie. It's very hard to find if you can find it. You probably have to get this at like conventions or on eBay. I got this on eBay, but it's a really cool movie. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is from my friend Doug, also from Christmas last year, and that is StageFright. That StageFright Special Edition. This one is a weird one. I can't really remember what this one's about, but it had the killer was like in an owl suit, and he was killing people like, you know, on a set of I think it was on a set of a movie or something. I can't remember really what too much about this, but I enjoyed it. Not my favorite thing I've seen. It's alright, but I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's worth checking out. Next one I got is I got this for $4.99, and I think this was in Casper too when it was closing down. And this is Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, and that is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This is a funny, trippy movie. Funny, you know, one of the best stoner movies I've ever seen. It's just really weird, strange, silly, and trippy. Just really trippy. You know, it's great. It's great. It's long movie. It's a long movie. It's like almost 2 hours, but it's good. It's good if you like Johnny Depp, and this is a good comedy. If you like to get a good laugh, and you like to watch those stoner weird movies, just lots of weird images that you see in this movie. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is the complete collection of all the American Pie movies. All the American Pie movies. You got American Pie 1, American Pie 2, American Wedding, American Reunion, Band Camp, The Naked Mile, Beta House, and The Book of Lore. My favorites are the originals, American Pie 2, American Pie 2, American Wedding, I like them all. They're all good, but I like the original first two the best. They're all good. American Reunion was good too. American Wedding was alright. Band Camp, alright. Naked Mile I liked. Beta House I liked. Book of Lore I didn't care for too much. But it's just really fun box set if you love the American Pie movies. But the originals are the best. It's just the funniest, ridiculous, funniest movies I've ever seen. Great movies. Definitely check these out. And get this box set. I wish this came onto Blu-ray, but you know, it's not. It's only, well, it's on Blu-ray, but this is the DVD version. It was a lot cheaper. It was only $10. Right. Last two DVDs I got, and then onto the Blu-rays is I got like I said, the remake of Hills Have Eyes, the remake of Unrated, and I love this movie. This I'm not gonna get into too much detail into this. This is the remake, and then the Hills Have Eyes 2 remake. Did not care for this one too much. I like the first one better. This one was very disturbing from the original. This one shows a lot more intensity. It has a lot of rape and crazy shit, fucked up things happen in this movie. But I enjoyed it. It's like the Last House on the Left kind of remake. But I really enjoyed this one. Definitely check this out. I like the original too. The original is really good. I gotta see the second original. But this one I did not like too much because it took a different turn. It was about the mines and stuff. It had nothing to do with the second original. I don't know, but definitely check out the first one and the original too. Now on to the Blu-rays. First Blu-ray, guys, put out by Trauma, and that is VHS Massacre, Cult Films and the Decline of Physical Media. This is a really fun documentary put out by my friends at Trauma, and my good buddy Lloyd Kaufman is in this. He's interviewed a lot in this movie, in this documentary, and you can see my friend Lloyd Kaufman in it, Debbie Rashan, and you can actually see in the archive footage, in the archive footage, if you see in one of the scenes at Trauma Dance, I forget which Trauma Dance it was, but you see for a split second, for 2 seconds, me, my friend Doug, and my friend Kevin, Falcon's Eye 58094 at Trauma Dance. I didn't know they were filming us, but you could see us in the documentary standing at Trauma Dance, and like just for a split second, nothing big. And I'm wearing the Toxic Avengers shirt, and you see our face, see us standing. You see our face like us standing there, and you'll see us there if if you're in it. But so that was really cool, and yeah, it's a really cool documentary. Definitely check this out. If you love VHS collecting and you love they talk about how VHS is going out of style and it's coming back in style and stuff. Really cool, fun documentary. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen this yet. And please support Trauma and Lloyd Kaufman. And it has a cool intro in the beginning with Lloyd Kaufman and the directors. And they go to like movie stores and video stores and stuff, and they collect movies, and they go to they interview people, and they go to Blockbusters and pawn shops and stuff, like video stores and stuff. It's really fun. I really highly recommend you check this one out, and just definitely check this out. Really fun. Next one I got is Ghostbusters on Blu-ray from the remake with Melissa McCarthy and what's her name? Kristen Wiig. And this one was good. I actually like this one, but it's not as good as the original Ghostbusters. Nothing as great as the original first two Ghostbusters, but I like this one. It took it in a different turn. I know this is old. This has been out for a while, but I just got it. But I liked it. I'm not going to get into too much detail into it. Check it out. It's alright. It's nothing amazing, but check it out. Next one I got is another Melissa McCarthy movie, and that is The Boss on Blu-ray. And you all know what this is about. You've seen this all before. It's not an old movie, but it's a fun. It's just like it came out a few years ago. It's funny. I know this update's very old. And I had this for a while. And Michelle Darnell, Melissa McCarthy plays like this billionaire, and I can't really remember what it's about, but I remember really liking it. She becomes she's like this billionaire, and she loses money, and she gets scammed and stuff. So she has to find a job, and she like her assistant Kristen Bell. They bake cookies, and they do like, I can't really remember really too much about it, but it's worth checking. It's funny. It's not the best Melissa McCarthy movie, but I liked it. Definitely check this out. Really funny movie. Next one I got is Frightmare. It says it's put out by Trauma and Vinegar Syndrome. It says it's put out by Trauma, and I think it's put out by Vinegar Syndrome. But I thought this was okay. Can't really remember too much about it, but I thought it was alright. It's about this guy comes back from the dead, and these kids were like picking on him and stuff. This old man, and they killed him, and then they play with his body, and then he comes back for revenge, and they start terrorizing him and stuff. They terrorize the kid. He starts getting revenge on the kids and stuff. It's a weird, strange movie. It's not the best thing I've seen, but it's okay. Nothing amazing. Next one I got, and I had this for a while, and you're probably gonna be like, oh my god, you need to get with the program, Kyle. And that is Star Wars Rogue One on Blu-ray. Really fun. I don't know why I got this because I love the Star Wars trilogy. I love the Star Wars trilogy, and this wasn't my favorite one of the this, you know, this, I don't know what to think. This was just a prequel of the first Star Wars from 1977. I liked it, you know, it was alright, but it made no, I didn't think they needed to make this. This was just a weird spin-off of Star Wars. I didn't really care for it too much. You know, I just thought it was alright. You know, it wasn't the worst thing I've seen, but not as bad. It's not as bad as the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That was complete garbage. This was okay. You know, I thought, you know, I liked it because, you know, Darth Vader was in it, and James Earl Jones, you know, had a cameo in it, and there's some good parts about it. I can't really remember too much about this one, but it's okay. It takes on a different turn from Star Wars, and like, it's about the Death Star. I don't know, I can't really remember too much. It's okay. It's worth checking out, but it's nothing amazing. I like the Force Awakens, and I'm looking the Force Awakens better of Star Wars, and the new Star Wars looks really good. I can't wait to see that. Next one I got for Blu-ray on Blu-ray is the Rocky Horror Picture Show on Blu-ray. I got this on Blu-ray. I had to get this because it's one of my favorite horror comedy musicals of all time. And if you guys, I haven't seen the show really that much. I didn't really see the one that was on TV. I heard mixed reviews. I heard it was really bad, but I heard it was really bad. The original's the best. Nothing beats the originals. And definitely check that out. I don't need to get into too much detail into that. Next one I got actually showed this one first. I had this for a while, and that is the new Blair Witch Project on Blu-ray. This is old too. This came out already, and this is from 2016. I had this. This was. I actually thought this was a good. I don't know if you call it a remake or a reboot, or just the sequel. It's a good sequel to Blair Witch. I liked it. You know, it actually was a little creepier, in ways a little creepier than the original. I enjoyed this one. This one was really scary. I'm not going to get into too much detail into this either, but it's worth checking out. And it's about they go back and find this, you know, it's like a continuation from the first one, when they go back and find they go back and find Heather. Heather's brother goes back and wants to find Heather and her friends. It's a few years later, and they do a documentary in the woods, and things start to go haywire, and it's really fun. It's scary, but like the ending I did not get. I wish they showed Heather more in this, but it's scary. There's just a really scary moments in this. I really enjoyed this one. Definitely check this one out. If you love the original Blair Witch, definitely check that one out, because I think that one's a little scarier and more jump. There's things in that scared me more than the original. The second one, a lot of people didn't like the second one. I like the second one, but you know, a lot of people didn't like the second one too much. But of course, my favorite's the original, but the remake is actually really good too. Next Blu-ray I got is the original Blair Witch on Blu-ray. I had to get this because my DVD version only comes in like the square screen, and this is in widescreen, and this is a scary. I don't need to get into this cult classic horror scary movie. One of the scariest found footage movies. Not the scariest. In my opinion, it's not the scariest found footage movie I've seen, but it's scary. It's alright. You know, it's not scary, not terrifying, but it's just interesting. It's eerie. It's creepy. You know, but I enjoyed it. You know, it's a classic. It's just, you know, it's one of the first found footage movies that people discovered, and a lot of people thought this was real. And I just love Blair Witch. Love the Blair Witch series. Next one I got is from Vestron Video, and that is Chud 2, Bud the Chud on Blu-ray. And this is a cool cover But I did not care for this one too much. I like the first Chud. This one had nothing to do with Chud 1. This one was just complete garbage. I didn't really care for this. It was not the worst thing I've seen, but it kind of reminded me of in a way of, like, you know, like Bride of Reanimator / Return of Living Dead. Return of Living Dead Part 3, 2. I don't know what to think of this movie. It was just weird, really strange. It was a comedy horror. I thought this was I didn't really. It's like comedy horror-ish, but I like comedy horrors. I love comedy horrors, but this one was just weird and strange. It just didn't really appeal to me. This one's about this guy, these kids, Kevin and Steve, in this laboratory. These kids, and there's this dead body that runs in the street, and they bring it to life, and it comes alive, and it's actually. It was like a killer in the beginning, and then you find out that it's used for military. It's an experiment, and it's dangerous, and it starts, you know, eating people and turning them into zombies, and like weird shit starts happening in the town and the city. It's nothing amazing. It's just weird and not strange. Nothing gory happens in this movie. There's no gore in this movie. There's no blood, no nothing, no scariness, no, just nothing crazy in this. Nothing amazing in this happens. Just the ending I thought was okay. You know, it's just nothing cool happens in this movie. It's just crap. I did not like it. Check out the first one if you want to see a good Chud movie. Next one I got on Blu-ray, and that is, I got one of my favorite movies of all time, one of my favorite series of all time, and that is Army of Darkness from Shout Factory, the Scream Factory Shout Factory edition on Blu-ray. Finally got it on Blu-ray, and I don't need to get into too much detail into this. This is great, a great edition, great pickup, great edition. You got 3 discs in here. Got a lot of features on here. The making of Army of Darkness featurette, documentary, over the 20 hours of interviews, including the Bruce Campbell and Ted Raimi. A lot of people. You get a lot of people. You get a lot of interviews, making of documentaries and features and stuff. A lot of features and stuff. I'm not gonna get into too much all the features and things on here. A lot of cool like stuff on here. And it's a cool cover. I love Scream Factory. I love Shout Factory's covers. How they manufacture their covers and stuff. They always do a good job. And if you love Army of Darkness, definitely get this edition. This is probably their best edition so far. And definitely check out the Evil Dead series and Army of Darkness. Next one I got is Bad Santa 2 on Blu-ray, unrated. With Billy Bob Thornton, and this one is really funny. This is a great sequel to Bad Santa. I like the first one a little more, but this one actually I think this one's a little funnier than the first. But I like the first one too. But this one's really funny. They're both really funny movies, but I like this one a little more. This one's about Billy Bob Thornton's character, and you know, his mother, Kathy Bates, comes into town, and they dress up as Santa, and they want to get and Marcus, you know, Tony Cox again. They want to try to get money out of this charity event. They dress up as Santas, and Marcus is the elf again. They try to break this charity, and Thurman is in it. The kid, he's really funny in this. They brought him back, and they try to break up the charity, and they want to steal the money again. And crazy shit funny shit happens. It's just like a funny movie, and there's a twist at the end. I don't want to give it away, but it's fun. It's just a great movie. Lots of laugh. You'll laugh a lot in this one. I think it's a little funnier than the first, but the first one was really funny too. But definitely check this out if you haven't seen it. Last Blu-ray I got, and now I'll go on to the last 2 VHSs, and that is the complete series of Are You Afraid of Dark, all 91 episodes, all seasons on Blu-ray of Are You Afraid of Dark. I got this on the site. I'll put a link underneath this video where you can get it. This is a great series from Nickelodeon, great classic series. I had to get this. These are great, in great condition, HD, really fun, great anthology horror series. I love this series. I grew up with the series. This and Goosebumps I grew up with, and this is just a great. This is one of the best editions you can get of this series on Blu-ray. If you love the Are You Afraid of Dark series, definitely get this edition. I'll put a link underneath this video where you can get it. Definitely check this out. Now on to the VHSs. First VHS I got is Demon Wind on VHS. You can only get this on VHS. This is a really cool 90s horror film, low budget horror film. Really fun movie. If you can find it, definitely check it out. It's not the greatest thing I've seen, but I really enjoyed it, and I love the cover to this. It's really cool, and it's about these teenagers that go to this farm, and they find out that the history there, and then they go into the farm and things. It's really hard to explain what this one's about. It's a real mind twister, and people are getting possessed by these demons and having these hallucinations and things, and people are getting possessed by these demons, and it's really hard to explain really what it's about, but it's a really fun movie. If you haven't, I really highly recommend you check this one out. And like people are having hallucinations, and people are dying, and people are going crazy, and like there's this fog and this like this supernatural. It's like a supernatural type of movie, supernatural horror type of movie, demon movie. Really fun movie. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen it yet. And you can get it on Amazon. I don't know how much it goes by. I think it's out of print now, but it's really fun. It has great monster effects and great gore, and it's a really fun movie. Definitely check it out. Next one I got, and last but not least I got on VHS, is my favorite horror film of all time. I had to get this on VHS because I'm a big collector and I'm a big fan, and that is The Evil Dead on VHS. Evil Dead on VHS. I have so many editions of this movie, but I had to get this on VHS. Great movie. Well, those are all the DVDs and Blu-rays I got for this DVD update video. I'm sorry I didn't get into too much detail into the titles that I reviewed today. I just wanted to get the video done. I've just been so busy. I'm going to be having another video next week, another DVD update video next week, hopefully. I have so many movies to review. It's been so crazy. But thanks a lot for watching and subscribing, and I also want to mention that this Saturday I'm going to be going to a special screening in Long Island City to the Museum of Moving Image to see my good buddy Lloyd Kaufman's new trauma movie, Return to Newton High Volume 2, the movie that I'm in with my buddies, with my friends Doug, Mark, and Kevin. And I'm going to be going there and doing a video. If you guys happen to be there, feel free to say hi, and we'll put you in the video. We're going to be doing some video there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the movie and seeing Lloyd and everybody. Anyways, though, guys, thanks a lot for watching, for subscribing. I'll see y'all later. Alright, peace.